This stock is, I love this stock because you see how it's, first of all, it's gone up 128% this year. That's pretty awesome. But also what's crazy about it is you notice how it's up and down, up and down, up and down. It's not a straight line. And so if you invested in a stock like this and you had conviction, you had a good thesis on why you wanted to invest in the company and you didn't chicken out, then you would make a lot of money, but you could also make a lot of money selling the options along the way. The stocks that let you make the most income from selling the options tend to be stocks that have the most volatility. They have the most up and down, up and down, up and down, where the possibility of anything happening is very, very high. And so, because the stock goes up and down, up and down, up and down, it not only gives you a lot of buy-in opportunities at a low cost if you believe in the stock, if you have conviction, but also you can make income along the way selling the options on this stock. So this is one of my most interesting stocks. I've had this stock for a very long time, and I've made a lot of money from it. And a lot of you I know are invested in this company. This is not me endorsing the stock. This is just me sort of sharing a narrative. All right. So the next thing here is I put this up on Instagram. And this is something I want to dig into for a second. It says a man who's flashy with money is trying to convince the world of value that he does not believe he truly has. There are psychology studies that pretty much show that when a person is overly flashy with money, not only is that very dangerous, but it's also indicative. There's a mindset that comes with that, and that mindset I think has to be challenged because for the longest time, the people that control hip hop, not black people don't control hip hop. We know who controls it, mostly white folks and Zionists and stuff like that. They sort of planted in our young men's brains that in order for you to be successful, you not only define your success by how much money you have, but you also want to be flashy and kind of show it off and stuff like that. And I remember Jay-Z and Kanye West, they had a song where one of the verses was, can you see the private jets flying over you? And I think that was an economically immature and unnecessary statement to just say like let me show you how I'm better than you, right? And this really creates um, a really unhealthy, very toxic energy, particularly when you talk about black males trying to work together. I told you my biggest challenge when with talking with Kanye West was in Damon Dash too. I told you I talked to these guys a lot. Is like they were constantly trying to position themselves as the alpha in the conversation. Like they were really obsessed with making sure that you know that I am better than you, that I'm more important than you, that I'm more powerful than you, that I'm wealthier than you. And I just that energy it's oppressive energy. It's like, wow, like do do you have to oppress me or compete with me for us to succeed together? Is there space? Is there enough room for collaboration where you can be the king of hip hop? Maybe I'm the king of finance. I don't know, the king of scholars, or I'm King Boyce. I don't even think that way, but let's say I did think that way, right? Isn't there room for both of us to be honored in our own space and still, work together and figure out what the common adversary is as opposed to it constantly being a competition. It's exhausting. It's freaking exhausting. And this is also bad for relationships and marriages. If you ever want to end your relationships or get a divorce, start competing with your spouse. Just compete. Ladies, if you want to make your man mad and make him want to go sleep with the secretary or whatever, start just really demeaning him and belittling him and disrespecting him and making him feel small. He'll be gone in a minute. Then you won't have to worry about nothing. It'll just be you and your cats. The same thing with men. You got so many men who are so threatened by successful black women, and in most cases, that energy is so misdirected and misguided. That lady is not your competition, man. Let her fly. You got a wife that's smarter than you, then clap for her, cheer for her, support her. She got two master's degrees. You say, go on, babe, go get your master's degree. Hold a birthday party for it and celebrate when she finishes her PhD or whatever it is, right? Like why does celebrating her success somehow affect or harm you in a negative way? It doesn't harm you or affect you in a negative way. It's what it is it's mindset. It's this idea of some sort type of scarcity or that there's only enough room for one of us to be doing well